Hi guys, so today's video is going to be a review on the Milani let me say it the right way, on the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation Concealer. And so this is what it looks like. It's very sturdy packaging for a drugstore foundation. It's in a glass bottle, and I have the shade 13 Chestnut, I believe. It comes in 14 colors, 14 shades, from fair all the way to, I don't want to say deep. 14 is the deepest, and I'm sure they could have added maybe 2 shades more to go to the deepest, but I think for a drugstore foundation it has a very good color range. So today I'm just going to give you a review of what I think. I did a demo of just applying the foundation, which should be playing either here or on a side-by-side. So let's just start with what the website, or what Milani says this foundation is supposed to do. So Milani describes this foundation as a 2-in-1 concealer foundation. It is supposed to combat under eye circles, redness, and other skin imperfections with this full coverage, water resistant foundation plus concealer in one. A no mess, no drip pump dispenses just the right amount of fluid needed to achieve a flawless look and works around the clock to keep skin looking naturally perfect. So this is the pump. It comes out right here. Mine's probably a little dirty. Okay, so here's what it looks like. And then that's the pump. As I said, it's a glass jar. The color in the container is pretty true to color. But one of the concerns, one of the comments that I have about this foundation is that I believe that it oxidizes over time. This is probably my 3rd time wearing it since I got it, maybe like 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago. And it goes on, as you'll see in the demo, it's pretty much my color. But within an hour, a couple hours, you see it'll start to, for me, it starts to turn a little red for me. I don't have red undertones. I have more on a yellow neutral undertone. So when it starts to turn a little bit red, as you can see, it'll look a lot darker than my neck. But it doesn't oxidize like 2-3 shades darker. It just turns a little red on me. But with the powder and the concealer, it still works. I believe it still works for me. The claims, as a concealer, I don't think it's full coverage. I don't. Even on the back it says medium to full coverage, lightweight, oil-free formula, long wearing, water resistant, and sweat proof. I do believe it's long wearing. The couple times that I did wear it, I didn't see any fading of it in certain areas. I feel like it stayed on. I think it's a great finish. It's like a satin matte finish. Obviously I use my Makeup Forever dual matte powder to kind of matte, because I like to be matte. Okay. So I use my dual matte powder. I think that this foundation is a great finish for the price. It's $9.99. I should have said that in the beginning. Foundation is $9.99. I got mine at Walgreens. It's $9.99 on the website. So I think I haven't seen or heard any other variations to the price, but $9.99. And for $9.99, I think this is a great foundation. I think if you go in and spot treat first, because as you'll see in the demo, I have a lot of dark pigmentation around my cheeks areas, because that's usually where I break out. My under eyes are not too dark, but they definitely are darker. And I think as a concealer, I wouldn't really use it as a concealer. I don't think that it has enough coverage to count as a concealer. It definitely is medium coverage and buildable, but I don't see this as full coverage covering every single spot. You definitely will need to spot correct before or after, depending on how you like to do it. This product, like that, I think this is great as a foundation. It goes on smooth. It didn't streak on me. I put it on with a brush. I like to put my foundations on with a brush. I kind of go in sometimes with a beauty blender to kind of just pat it out to make sure there's no streaks, but this went on amazing. There was no streaks, there was no caking. I think, again, for a drugstore foundation, I really, really, really like this. So if you're in the market for a new foundation, if you're in the market for a good drugstore foundation that has a good color range, like I said, it doesn't go to the deepest of the deepest. There's one more shade darker than this one. And it is a bit more on the red side. So if that's not what you're looking for, if you have, you know, if you're on the deeper end, maybe like 2 shades deeper than me ish, probably wouldn't be the best for you. But other than that, I really like this foundation, and I give it a 4 out of 5 because of the only thing that would give it 5 stars for me is if it actually covered my dark spots. Like, it actually went on as a concealer and I could use it that way to cover my dark spots, and if they had maybe 2 or 3 more colors. So for me, this concealer is a 4 out of 5. Good job, Milani. I approve. Thumbs up for me.